Good afternoon, this is Zachary from Zachary Sweeps, and I'm going to do this video because I get this question asked to me a lot about what to do about birds coming down your chimney, because a lot of people have got they've got liners fitted in their chimneys, and they've got like I class them like they look like Chinaman's hats, and basically the birds sit up there and then the big birds scare them and they end up falling down the chimney. So what it is like of course you can't get them out. You can hear them scratching away. Could be a squirrel, it could be all sorts of different types of rodents or whatever, but most of the time it's little birds and that, and it's a horrible. I work for a couple of bird rescue centres and stuff like that. I've saved brown owls out of chimneys, pigeons, and if you go on obviously my channel, there's a whole selection of bird rescue jobs that I've done, and people ask me, what they can do. Obviously, putting protection on top of your cow is the number one thing to do, but like that doesn't help you straight away. Obviously, if you live in Sussex, you can always call me out. But if you don't live in the Sussex area and you live in different areas, the best way to get them out, obviously, the first thing to do is to find out where they are. So open the door up, and 9 times out of 10, as you be aware, there is like up here that's a baffle plate. 9 times out of 10 they'll be sitting on top of that, and that's where they'll be. So what you've got to do is you've got to get that baffle plate out. So basically what I would do, obviously, because this fire's not, take the logs out, give you a bit more space, and then take the front grill out. This is the bit that stops the actual logs rolling out, but also it goes in. There's a way of it goes in. You can see the angle of it going in, and the reason why it's angled that way is that the warm air from the fire goes up against the glass. It's like it's another part of the Clearview system. As you can see, that cast iron bit there is there. That's part of the Clearview system as well. So like, but you've got to be careful of, obviously, is you want to get like a sheet or something. Just put it to one side. I'm going to try and do this like with one hand, but obviously get a sheet, just put it over here, and then with the baffle plates, they're just up here, that like that, and they move, so you can literally just twist it around like that and bring it down. You might get a little bit of soot on you, but you can clear that up afterwards, and then gives you access straight into the chimney. So there you go, you're straight into the chimney. See that's the pipe there, and then that way you'll be able to get the bird out straight away. So like 9 times out of 10 it'll be sitting there, and then obviously, as I said, with the sheet, what you want to do is when you do this, probably put the sheet over the front of it all, so it's like literally covering up the actual appliance like that, and then put your hand in like that, and then bring that baffle plate down as I've done. And then obviously, like, you're not going to be holding a camera phone when you're doing it, so you have both hands to grab hold of it, and the best way to do it is to grab hold of them. They'll start flapping about, but try and grab hold of their body, and then just put your hands around their wings. If you watch my videos, you'll be able to see how I get hold of them, but don't just grab their wings, because obviously you're doing them more damage. And then they'll get out that way. You'll be able to get out that way. Squirrels are a bit different. Just leave one of the doors open and it'll find its way out. But if you ever got a sheet, just put a sheet over the front of it and do it. So obviously they don't fly off and around your room and you end up chasing them around the room. But it's so simple to do. I mean, if I can do it with one hand. And then basically you can put the baffle plate back. If you put your hand up here, there's 2 pins on either side, and literally, let's see if I can do it with one hand. Put your hand underneath that baffle plate and put that back into position like that, and there you go, it's back into position, and it's as easy as that. And then that's back into position, and then you've got your bird out. Then you put your logs back in. Obviously take your sheet away, put your sheet over there, put your logs back in, I'm going to give this hoover up, put this back into position. You can see that it's got two little slots where it slots in. Did you see that I did it, put it at an angle? It's a lot easier. Put it at an angle, then push it back in there, and then that goes in like that. And then I'm just going to give it a hoover up and a tidy up for the customer, and then you can shut the door, and then it's all sorted. It's as simple as that. Shut the door, and then take the bird out. Obviously do all this once you've got the bird outside, and there you have it. Bird rescued. Mission accomplished. Have a lovely day from Zachary.